Hello, this is Patrick W. Crawford, Moo-Ack Productions, and this is the behind the scenes for the agario first-person animation. Let's go! So a big reason this video was created was to make use of the new 360 YouTube feature. Here you can see I'm panning around using my mouse as well as the WASD keys, and here on the YouTube app just by moving the phone around. Once I got those first initial tests done, I started to make the rigs, and I wanted to make sure that they were sort of gelatiny-like, so I used pre-animated lattices to get the effect of the wiggling. The way the mouth was set up was using shape keys that would extrude out and create the cavity of the mouth so that when it's closed you wouldn't see it through the transparent shaders. I tried to set up the rig to be both simple but versatile, so it worked at all scales and had lots of controls for the eyes and mouth orientations to do as you wish, including mouth controls. One of the big features from Cycles I used was the ability to use shader nodes to create random colors. A derivative of this material was used for all the rigs. So once I created the first base rig, I modified it to create all the additional rigs, such as the Doge rig, which had hairs, as well as other rigs that had mustaches, glasses, and so forth. This made it easy to animate because they all had a common armature and method of deformation. For the Earth rig, I actually had a separated mesh for the cloud and atmosphere from the mesh that had the geographical displacement. In general, I put a lot of effort into making these shaders as realistic as possible. Another extension of the generic character was the character that had text on his forehead, which was basically projected onto the mesh. Additionally, I created the food gems based on alternating animated shape keys on this object here. Scripting played a big role in making this animation quick and efficient to create. As an example, I created scripts for automatically rendering and adding the metadata to the YouTube uploads. Additionally, for the actual animation scene, I created a very temporary add-on that allowed me to navigate the scene very easily. I animated the scene actually in a flat world, but then using this toggle, which basically shows or hides the curved deformers, I can render with the curved version of the world. Naturally, I also used my MC Prep add-on to easily add all my assets into the scene with a click of a button. As you can see here, by default it will not deform and curve the world until I use the add curvature object, which will basically place on those modifiers which deform it to match the curve for the rest of the objects. The actual grid on the material of the floor is generated in the shader, so for a personal reference I actually added an extra wireframe mesh to sort of give it context for the speed at which I was moving the rigs around. This helped to give scale for the entire animation. Additionally, I also used a control parameter which basically controlled the height of the camera, basically indicating how tall the character is at any given point. Alright, thank you for watching this behind the scenes. Definitely check out the animation if you have not already. Be sure to check out other animations and videos I've done, as well as behind the scenes for those if you enjoy this kind of thing. I appreciate all the support you can. Consider subscribing. Definitely share this video if you thought it was interesting, unique. Not many people have done animations for this, nor have they made good use of the YouTube 360-degree parametric whatever thing. So shares are appreciated. Alright, until next time, Moo-Ack.